Okay, I'm back. It's time for the second part of our lesson today, and this is section 1.6, the last way we're going to look at getting paid, and this is working on commission. All right, so commission is when you get paid a percentage of your sales. So people that are getting paid by commission are all selling something, and it might be something big like cars or houses, real estate, or it might be something like nuts and bolts, and you're selling to a lumber yard or hardware store or something like that. So it doesn't make any difference what it is you're selling. Your commission is a percent of the total sale. So if we're working with percents, it's pretty important to know how to go from percents to decimal so you can do it on a calculator. And we know that you move your decimal point two places. So 1% is like 0.01. 5%, 0.05, 10%, 0.10, and I can actually drop that zero and just go 0.1 and so on. So you have to be comfortable with that. But there's a couple of terms that we want to talk about right away that percent of commission that you're getting paid is called the commission rate. All right. So if you go to, again, apply for a job, maybe you just got your real estate realtor's license and you have a couple of different realty companies that are asking you to come work for them. You might want to know what their pay for or what their commission rate is. One company says, well, we pay 6%, and the other says we pay 5.5%, but we also give you some benefits like health insurance. Again, you would do some comparison and see which one you're going to take, which is the better deal for you. Let's look at the first example here. These are examples today, people working on what we call straight commission. The only time you get paid is if you sell something. There are lots and lots of variations with getting paid by commission. Tomorrow we'll look at some, or not tomorrow, but on Wednesday we'll look at some of the other commission ways you can get paid. Sometimes, like if you're selling clothing in the retail market, maybe you work for a clothing shop or a store that sells clothing, and you get paid a regular hourly wage, not real high, but it may be minimum wage or a little more. But then you get commission on sales that are attributed to you. So that's why a lot of times when you walk into a clothing store, you see some employees come up to you right away. Is there something you're looking for? Can I help you? And then they'll kind of stick with you the whole time you're there, because, and it's not maybe a little bit because they're watching for things like shoplifting and stuff, but mostly they don't want somebody else to come over and help you at the end and get credit for their commission when they're the ones that helped you and went and got certain sizes for you, showed you to your dressing room, came and checked on you, gave you their advice or something like that. And so they want the commission from your sale. So today we're just going to look at straight commission. You only get the percent of your sale, nothing else. So it really motivates you to get out there and sell, right? This is the way that fundraisers work. When we have fundraisers here at school, whether your group is selling candy bars or cookie dough or whatever it might be, you only get paid for the candy bars you sell, or it isn't you that gets paid, it's your organization. They're not going to pay you just to be out there hauling candy bars around. You don't get paid anything unless you actually sell them. So this is straight commission. So the first example is on page 112, and it talks about Bob, who sells commercial real estate at a 7.5% straight commission. And last week he had sales of $290,000. So what's his commission? And it's simply you take that amount of sales, 290,000, times that commission rate. And again, remember to write that as a decimal. So as a decimal, 7% is 0.075. And so you multiply the two together. In the book, it says it came out to $21,750. That's his pay for the week. That's pretty darn good. But keep in mind that commercial real estate, he may not sell anything now for another month or two. So he has to make that money last. That's one of the issues with commission is, gosh, you never know. Some months might be really good and things are hot and you're selling like crazy, and then you might have a lull. I know people that sell real estate. Real estate does not sell well in the wintertime. And so what they make in the summer and fall, they have to kind of, you know, budget carefully on, geez, now I might not have much money coming in for, December, January, February, March. So the money I make now may seem like a lot, but I've got to make that money last for the next few months coming up when maybe I won't sell anything. So that's one of the drawbacks with commission. Some of the positives are it's up to you. Right? If you want to get out there and hustle and sell, you're probably going to do really well and make a lot of money in commission. If you're kind of lackadaisical, you don't really care, you'd rather do something else today, you're afraid to ask for the sale. You might go in and demonstrate the product, but then you're kind of afraid to bring up money and say, gee, do you want to buy any? Then you're probably not going to do as well in commissions. So it takes kind of a special person to be able to do sales and to get out there and hustle without being over pushy. People don't like to be pushed into something, and so if you're a pushy type of salesman, they're probably going to back off and say, wait a minute, you're putting me in a corner here and I don't want to buy from you. So it can be kind of a tricky game. It can be a very profitable game if you're the right person for sales. Okay. So on the next example, we do talk about at the bottom of the page here this minimum salary. So again, instead of working only on commission, maybe you get like a base salary or minimum salary, maybe minimum wage type of salary, and then any commission gets added on to that. That's kind of a nicer way. Like I said before, if you're in real estate and those winter months are pretty lean, you don't have a lot of sales going on, at least you have something coming in the door. It may not be as much money as you can make when you're out there selling a lot, but at least you have something that you can count on as far as budgeting. So that's the other example on the top of page 113. I got kind of a glare here. I got to balance. So it says Marcia sells special chairs at an office center. So she's guaranteed a minimum salary of $18,050 per month plus commission, 6.25% of her total sales. All right. And so her gross pay, I know what she got paid at the end of the month. She got $3,890. How much did she have in sales? Well, I can figure out what her commission amount is by taking the total amount she's paid, subtracting off the hourly rate, the $1,850, and all the rest then must have come from commission. All right. And so I can see that they plugged in the numbers at the top there. And so her commission amount was $2,040. And so now that came from the amount of sales times her commission rate, 6.25% commission. And so I can see that the third line down on the work here, that's that formula set up, or that equation set up. And then we divide by that 0.025 on both sides, and we find out that her sales then were $32,640. Okay, so again, that kind of working the problem backwards. Take the information plug it into your formula, and solve for what you don't know. In this case, we didn't know what her sales was. All right. So again, I'll let you take a look at the assignment problems, and I'm available in class to answer questions. If you're on Zoom, try and get my attention. Some of you I know have been frustrated with the Zoom as far as getting my attention when I'm in class. It's because I'm not always right in front of my computer, and I'm not always seeing that you're, chatting in or asking a question because the volume isn't very loud on my end from the Zoom. And so I apologize for that, but hang in there. You could always chat to someone here in class and get their attention, and then they can let me know that someone from the Zoom is having or has a question. All right. I think that's probably the best we can do for right now. Okay. I'll let you go.